All right, I've moved these back just a little bit. You can see it's a much smoother curve around here now. So this should get rid of that kink. Now I've just got to start attaching the L trim and put the base down, and this actually shouldn't take, hopefully, too long. But again, every time I say that, it always takes longer. But anyway, let's get going on this end. It's almost as if I know what I'm doing now. I should, after all these years. But there we are. What a much nicer turn. Much more gradual. The only concern I have is that when this piece went down, for some reason it's tilted a little bit this way. And it's not a lot, but I'm gonna have to run the rolling stock on it and see if it falls off when it goes around that corner. I'm sure it will if it goes too fast. So what I might do is I might just put some shims under here to prop it up a little bit. Or to make it look nicer, I could put a shim underneath this piece here and drill through that. That way it'll balance it out a little bit more. So that's not a big deal. I can fix that easy enough, if that's a problem. But now the train should run just perfect through all this with no stuttering or derailleurs. Now, notice, of course, how nice and shiny the new track is. It's because it's Gargraves 102. I didn't realize that I ordered Gargraves 102. This right here is 101, and 101 is nickel-plated steel. This is stainless steel. So I'm going to keep an eye on this to see how this ages. And if it holds up better than this, because you can see a little bit of rust starting to creep in here and there on different sections. It's not horrible, but, and the train, as you saw in the last video, the train runs, so it's not a big deal. Hopefully this little stutter here is now corrected. But, yeah, if this holds up much better than this, I'm not going to put NOAX on this because I shouldn't need it since it's stainless steel. And if this does hold up well, then I just might go ahead and gradually, over the coming years, just simply start replacing sections with the 102 all the way down. That's not a cheap proposition. However, it would certainly solve a lot of problems in the long run. And since this is all Gargraves anyway, it's not a huge deal because from here on out, I'm just replacing one piece after another all the way down, exactly the same length and exactly, you know, it's just not going to be a problem. So, yeah, I'm impressed that I was able to get this done so quickly. I did this in about 3 hours. The whole thing was done. And, you know, I'm getting better now at judging my corners. They're much tighter. This one came out a little funky because I had to do some chopping to adjust it, but yeah, so there we go. Next project, the big one, moving all that down there. Well, naturally, I had to come out here and test it. Hey, no backup. And it didn't fall off, so that's a plus. Come on, you can do it. No, you can't do it. Blowing off steam there. Come on. I think the track here has gotten a little bit corroded. Still getting the sound, so it's still making contact, but come on, you can do it. Once it gets back on here, it's fine. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to be replacing all that anyway. So, but my main reason for doing this is a success. Ladies and gentlemen, the station section is all taken care of. All right, that concludes this demo. Now, let's get back to work.